Ladies and gentlemen, in the roughly 6-year history of the Wisconsin High School Esports Association, we have never had a day like today on the Match of the Week streams for Rocket League specifically, as far as I'm concerned. Today, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Winter 2025 Week 5 triple header for Rocket League. Yes, I did not stutter there. Triple header. And you want to know why? It's because last week in Wisconsin, there was an extreme cold advisory that canceled most, if not all, of the week 4 matches. And since we do it in a doubleheader format, kind of hard to, get those played on the day of the extreme cold weather. So across the league, you're going to see records that are not accurate per se, but most of the week 4 games will be made up. But today's focus will be the week 5 doubleheader. First match on the table will be Milwaukee School of Languages with a 3-2 record, going against Whitefish Bay, was a 6-1 record. Then for match number 2 of the doubleheader, the main event per se, St. Croix Central coming in hot 8-0, taking on Fox Valley Lutheran, who is 7-1, a Division II championship rematch from Winter 2024. And our third match will be Mukwonago, who is 4-3, taking on 4-2 Chippewa Falls. Chippewa Falls, the reigning, defending, undisputed Division I champion for WIHSEA Rocket League, winning that title against number 1 seeded Middleton Cardinals in the Winter 2024 state championship that happened last February, excuse me. And it has brought us to today a triple header for the very first time in WIHSEA history. I am your fellow WIHSEA commentator, Andrew Schiss Jr., pleased to be with you on this historic day for this amazing association. So we'll get into the team notes. First, we'll take a look at Whitefish Bay versus Milwaukee School of Languages. This matchup will be kicked off at 4 p.m. Start a little bit earlier on today because I want to just preview all of the matchups real quick for everyone here. And as we get further into the stream, I will preview the next matchup, like when we have St. Croix versus Fox Valley. I'll bring up the note sheet again. And then for Mukwonago and Chippewa Falls. So Whitefish Bay, Blue Dukes Division II starting lineup includes Go Milbrew, Tagneg, and Lupa. Go Milbrew is a Grand Champion 1, Tagneg is a Champion 2, and Lupa is a Champion 1. In Winter 2024, the Blue Dukes went 4-2 overall, 14-6 game record. They finished 4th in Division 1's Group B conference. And there is their resume for Winter 2024, as you see on the top. And they made the Division 1 playoffs, or in Division 1 last season. They earned the 10th overall seed. In the first round, they had a win against number 7 seeded Sun Prairie, who did not return this season. And in the quarterfinals, they had their, what I like to call a shocking win against number 2 seeded Waukesha West. I mean, at that point in time, Waukesha West was a clear favorite to go at least top 4 in Division 1. However, Whitefish Bay was in the top 4. Busted everybody's brackets. Well, not everybody's brackets. Obviously, if you're a homer for Whitefish Bay, you would have had them at least in the top 4, right? I mean, but I digress. And then the semifinal appearance versus Chippewa Falls was the number 6 seed. They lost in that matchup. And they ended up finishing 3rd place overall in the Winter 2024 Division 1 playoffs. Nothing to scoff at if you're Whitefish Bay. Definitely a great achievement for sure. Winter 2025 season stats. They come into this matchup against MSL 6-1 overall, 20-3 game record. Tied for 2nd place in the Division 2 rankings. In week 1, they had a bye and they beat Jefferson. Week 2, they beat both Two Rivers and Ripon. Week 3, a narrow loss to Grafton 3-2 in a win versus Freedom. Week 4, wins against West Salem and Ashland. And week 5, here is where you see the teal coloring on the spreadsheet. So for the to be determined, these are matches that will be happening later on for these teams today. So in the case of Whitefish Bay, obviously their First match of Week 5 is going to be streamed right here on the WIHSEA Twitch against Milwaukee School of Languages. And immediately following this game, they will play their second of their doubleheader against East Troy at approximately 4:45 p.m. Could be 5 p.m. as well. There is a 15-minute window in which the second game of a doubleheader could start for a given week. And moving on, Milwaukee School of Languages Division 2. They have a Bow Boss 190, a Champion 1. Emma All Motor, a Diamond 2, and Endless, a Champion 1. A little bit hard to read that name with all the X's in it for Endless. Winter 2024 season statistics. They made the Division 2 playoffs, earned the 12th seed in the first round. However, they did lose to number 5 seeded East Troy 3-0, so a short-lived playoff run. It was their first time making the playoffs, by the way. Milwaukee School of Languages is a newer school to WIHSEA. They finished... Oh, it wouldn't be fourth. It would be probably top 16. Winter 2025 season stats. Regular season, 3-2 overall record, 10-6 game record. Tied for 10th place currently in the Division 1 rankings, and they have slipped a little bit only because they have not made up the rest of their games, as you will see as I go down the line. Week 1, matches 1 and 2, they lost to Port Washington 3-1, a win against Wilmot 3-0. Week 2, a win against New London, and a loss versus Fox Valley. Week 3, a bye, and then a win against Two Rivers. Week 4, they will make up their match against Grafton immediately following their Week 5 doubleheader. Stay with me now. This is a lot. So they will play Grafton at approximately 5:45 p.m. Thanks for that update, Wi-Fi. Tegneg is now a Champion 3. Wasn't sure if his rank updated or not since the last batch of rankings for each of the divisions came up, but thank you for that update. And then Milwaukee School of Languages will be playing West Salem on Thursday in a rescheduled match. Week 5, today they play Whitefish Bay at 4 p.m. and then they go on against Martin Luther 4:45 p.m. Both of those TBD in the teal coloring. And some fun facts for Milwaukee School of Languages. School size approximately 985 students and a 14.47 student-teacher ratio. Mission and vision statements: create a positive learning environment where students reach their potential. Ensure students are empowered and inspired academically and linguistically. Speaking of linguistics, language immersion program. They are programs offering advanced levels of foreign language proficiency. The languages included are German, French, and Espanol. Students can enroll as soon as 6th grade and continue until graduation. And that's about all the notes I have for this one, considering Milwaukee School of Languages has been, had a rough patch with this, extreme cold weather and trying to reschedule matches and whatnot. I believe they're going to have full focus towards this game. However, I do think the Blue Dukes will take this one. Give me a 3-1 score for this game. So with those notes out of the way, we have about 12 minutes until game time. So I'll go ahead and get the in-game Rocket League lobby set up so we have that. And for Whitefish Bay, they're trying to stick around with Fox Valley Lutheran for that second place spot in Division 2. I mentioned St. Croix has an 8-0 record. They are also in Division 2, and they are leading Division 2. So we'll go ahead and send out lobby info to the two teams that will be competing in the first matchup of the historic triple header on the Winter 2025 Rocket League Week 5 stream. So while we wait on MSL and Whitefish Bay to enter the lobby, St. Croix, Central Panthers, Fox Valley Lutheran Foxes will be the 4:45 p.m. match for today's triple header. So on the side of St. Croix, we have Dallo, their captain, who's a grand champion 1. Jameson, JMSN, who is a champion 2. And Riley High, who is a champion 2. Winter 2024 stats for St. Croix, which was their debut season. They earned the 6th overall seed. In the playoffs, they defeated teams such as Jefferson, DeForest, Martin Luther. However, in the grand final, they lost to Fox Valley 3-0. So a little bit of a heartbreaker there. I watched over the VOD from the Winter 2024 championship. They did stick in pretty well towards the end of that matchup. However, they just could not get their footing and try to attempt a reverse sweep. Fox Valley was just too good in that game. However, with the experience absorbed, St. Croix could come back and punch Fox Valley right back in the mouth. Winter 2025 season stats for St. Croix: 8-0 overall, 24-1 game record. Their only game loss was to Port Washington in week 4, as you see highlighted in yellow. Currently in first for Division 2. In week 1, they took down Jefferson and Ripon. Week 2, Freedom and Ashland. Week 3, East Troy and Vincent. Week 4, Port Washington, Wilmot. And week 5, match 1, they'll be taking on New London in a matter of moments. And they'll take on Fox Valley for their 4:45 p.m. match. Fun facts for St. Croix: approximately 491 students, a 15-to-1 student-teacher ratio. Mission and vision statements: prepare students with skills, knowledge, and character to thrive in a changing world. Be a model of excellence in student achievement that others respect. And St. Croix has a cool program called the Destination Imagination, a creative STEAM program. It focuses on critical thinking, analysis, learning, ownership, and out-of-the-box ideas. So the premise of this is to have a central challenge, and it has a variety of options. They can be either technical, structure, fine arts, improv, or service learning. So that's pretty cool. And that's a nice thing to know about St. Croix. I did not know that before researching, so that's always a nice tidbit of researching these schools if I don't have anything else to fill out the note sheet with. Keeps it balanced and even and not unsteady. And on the side of Fox Valley, Division 2, players consist of Curls, their captain, a grand champion 1, Cactus, a grand champion 1, and Wild, champion 3. Winter 2024 stats for Fox Valley: the resume speaks for itself. They went 6-0, 18-3 game record, finished first in their respective Division 2 conference. And they made it all the way to the playoffs, earned the 2nd seed, and everybody knows the story by now. Fox Valley back-to-back champions dating back to Winter 2023 when they took down East Troy, and Winter 2024 when they took down their opponent today, St. Croix, 3-0. So this is going to be sort of a revenge game for the Panthers, and we'll see what they can do. This is our first time being on a Match of the Week varsity stream. So it's going to be exciting to see what St. Croix can show us on the main weekly stream, I should say. And for Fox Valley, this season, 7-1 overall, 23-3 game record. Currently tied for 2nd place in the Division 2 rankings. They've had wins against Two Rivers, Grafton, West Salem, MSL, Beloit Turner, Waterford, Sauk Prairie. They'll play Wisconsin Lutheran in a matter of moments in their first match for week 5. And the big one highlighted in yellow and green is their loss to Martin Luther. The green FOS means featured on stream, and we did see Martin Luther versus Fox Valley in an incredible 5-game series where both teams were filling each other out in games 1 and 2. They split 3-0 wins each, so made it 1-1. And then Martin Luther and Fox Valley would split again, and it would be 2-2. And it came down to the last 30 seconds or so when Martin Luther was up 3-2 goal-wise in Game 5. And it was down to Martin Luther's defense to come up clutch, and they did, and that's how Martin Luther won that game. So Fox Valley barely losing that game. So today is going to be important for them in terms of, establishing credibility as one of the top teams in Division 2 for this year specifically. They don't need to prove any credibility throughout, their lineage in WIHSEA, because they've already done that. They are immortalized. They are one of a few teams to repeat championships in WIHSEA. I believe they're the second team to do it for Rocket League behind Waukesha South. So, yeah, it's very important for Fox Valley in this match. Very important for St. Croix as well to stay undefeated and stay number 1 on the conference. So, that'll be a barn burner for sure later on today. But for now, we will get set with Milwaukee School of Languages and Whitefish Bay. And here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Milwaukee School of Languages versus Whitefish Bay. Game 1 of the best of 5 series starting now. Going in the favor of Whitefish Bay to kick us off. Tegneg's shot saved immediately by Endless. And Endless flips around midfield, just trying to generate some pressure on the Blue Dukes half. Bobas going to catch this one as his teammate demos Tegneg. Bobas faking out one. Can't fake out Lupa, though. Bobas missing the touch. Gets a bump, though. A little slow to start us off here. Both teams just sort of filling each other out. Endless keeping that towards the midline, but Lupa does hit it twice for a possible center. A demo. Tegneg just short of the goal line. And Whitefish Bay could have had an early goal there. Just a missed opportunity there by Tegneg. A great demo from Lupa over MSL. Does get a little luck on their side. A redirect by Tegneg, almost the center. Not quite, though. Ball in position. Bobas going to hit that one. Nice rejection from Lupa, but watch out for Endless. He's going to center that one. And it takes 2 to make a thing go right for Whitefish Bay. So they're able to clear the ball away. Tegneg has full possession of the ball, looking for a pinch off that wall. Endless carrying it over the Hawks net. That's a center for Whitefish Bay. Tegneg keeping it up. Nobody else is up for the Blue Dukes. Whitefish Bay will have to rotate back to their half. Bobas accidentally backflipping. Emma Allmotor centering that for one of her teammates over MSL. Not there to make the offensive push. Emma with a nice save. Another save, this time from Bobas. Unfortunately, nobody back there for the Hawks. Go Milbrew. Strikes first blood. And that's just a routine play from Whitefish Bay, just making something out of nothing there. Recognizing that 2 members of MSL already went out of the net to make saves themselves, Emma and Bobas, and no one else was back there. So Whitefish Bay just capitalizing when they need to. And we'll see how this continues here. Tegneg with a center. Bobas going to sniff that one out. Got to pinch it off the wall. Did not get the middle boost, though. Go Milbrew did boost starve him. Lupa in the air. Not going to get that one. Or Whitefish Bay going to resurface the ball. Looks like Endless is standing still here. Wonder if there was controller issues. He is back up and running, though. Maybe he had to take a little NASCAR pit stop. You never know. Lupa, center. to go Milbrew, almost connecting for a goal. However, the Hawks are strengthening up on the defensive side. Lupa shot over the middle, and it's in for the Blue Dukes. Amazing play. Boss with an awkward touch. Maybe thought one of his teammates was going to be in the vicinity. Maybe thought Emma was going to go across the field. Unfortunately, that doesn't happen, and Lupa takes advantage. They strike over the middle of the field to give Whitefish Bay a 2-0 lead. Tegneg jukes it past one. Still has full possession. Gets it past Emma. Boss, the last line of defense. Does not get the ball away cleanly. That was almost the third for Whitefish Bay. Go Milbrew. Twirling around, popping it up, flip reset, but endless. With a great challenge. Looking for one of the tightest shots on the side of the net I would have ever seen if that would have went through. However, Whitefish Bay looking to pitch a possible shutout in this game one. However, there is a minute remaining. There is a little bit of time for the Hawks to come back in this game one. Boss popping it up in the air. Cannot continue. And it's really just been the resourcefulness of Whitefish Bay that's kept him ahead in the goal count. My goodness, almost a shot in for Lupa. Tegneg's shot not going to go through. And the Hawks catch a big breather there. 30 seconds to go, though. They want some goals. They got to get the ball moving fast. Boss popping that one up. Takes out Lupa. However, there is another member back there to save it for the Blue Dukes to avoid disaster within these last few seconds of game one. Oh my goodness, go Milbrew. Just dunking on the Hawks. Lupa, great pass. Going just above the crossbar, right over Endless. And Whitefish Bay 3-0 lead, 12 seconds to go. Solidifying a game one win. Maybe going for a fourth one. Go Milbrew a center. Whitefish Bay will just wisely back off of it. They don't need a fourth goal. But if they can get a buzzer beater, they'd certainly like it. And they'll just let it touch, though. Whitefish Bay taking game one. A great job of Whitefish Bay just calming their initial nerves that they had entering game one, and they were able to control the perimeter of the field and obtain goals and shut down MSL for the most part. If you're MSL and you want to even up this series, it wouldn't hurt to try to incorporate a few demos and, you know, get those passing plays to where communication is the most important thing you can have in Rocket League. That differentiates teams between each other more than anything. You know, we talk about the ability to have great offense, great defense, but all of that stems from communication. It sort of just branches off like a family tree of like what all you can do in this game if you have communication. But we enter game two. MSL yet to score in the series. That's a nice bump. So already getting a little bit more physical are the Hawks. Endless gets it out, but go Milbrew. His radius is so big, he's always where the ball is. Go Milbrew, shot over the middle. That'll be a save from Endless. A center. Go Boss. A little wide of the net. Emma looking for a possible pass, then stops. Tegneg's possible goal going to be cleared. Center Lupa making the save. Has to go Milbrew. He'll keep it going even if he's got 0 boost. Trying to flick it over. Emma, unsuccessful though. That'll be a save. There's a credit for the Hawks, and that's an open net. Can Bobos put it in? No, he had 0 boost. He couldn't reposition his car fast enough. Oh, that's a crusher for the Hawks. They would have had that too. In theory, if Bobos would have had about 30 boost and he pushed that ball a little bit more to the right, he could have forced it in there. But that's in hindsight. Endless's pass to Emma, broken up by Go Milbrew. Go Milbrew Lupa connecting for a quick pass. Quicker than what they would have liked. However, the pass completed nonetheless. Oh my goodness! That would have been an insane redirect goal from Tegnig. I just see him flying across my screen. Like he's a fly that just won't get out of my house. Bobos looking to center this one. Lupa right on him. Just pressuring the Hawks even more here. Not allowing a goal. It's Tegnig with the save. And the Hawks are doing a great job of keeping pressure on Whitefish Bay. They just need the passes to land. Emma's shot is in for the Hawks, and they finally get on the board. After much deliberation with the power of Venom, Emma all motor getting the goal. MSL taking the lead in game 2 with 2 minutes 25 seconds to go here. Emma trying to bump Go Milbrew out of position. It's a smart thing to do. However, it's not smart to leave the net wide open. Endless though boxes out the defender in that scenario. Oh my goodness, Endless juking out too. Tegnig though, great patience to stay with the ball. Tegnig shot. Oh, it's in. Go Milbrew credited with that. We're gonna have to take a replay of that one. Tegnig. Oh, it's just a beautiful redirect. Oh, wow. Ice cold indeed for Go Milbrew. That ties the game up at 1, 2:04 to go. That was an insane play. Bobos looking to make one himself, and he does right away. A fantastic response, and the fireworks are out indeed. Two teams are lighting it up in game 2. Endless shooting that in the left corner. Gonna get a possible center. Tegnig does grab the middle boost. And the shot goes wide to the right. Endless is there looking to put it in center position. Whitefish Bay at this point, they got to try to come up with some plays, and they are right in front of our eyes. Bobos. Oh my goodness, he's still able to save that. I don't know how that just happened, but it happened. Elite concentration from Bobos. I mean, half the time if you make a mistake like that, you're just saying, oh, they're going to get the goal. But no, Bobos sticking in to his rhythm here back in the goal and prevents the ball from going into MSL's half. Go Milbrew almost putting that one through. Tegnig, easy center, but a pop-up clear from the Hawks. Endless trying to get it past Go Milbrew, and Tegnig cannot do it. Just a bit of a tall task. All 3 members of Whitefish Bay a little bit pushed up. Someone's got to rotate back. Go Milbrew does so. They're trying to pass it off that right wall. Go Milbrew has that sniffed out. Bobos' shot just a little bit wide to the right. We're coming down to the last 13 seconds. Can Whitefish Bay tie this up, or is MSL going to hold out? Lupa getting it past one. A great defense on that 50. Go Milbrew going to try to keep that up. Endless demo. Bobos knocks it down. MSL making this one a game. Tying it up at 1. And it's almost like MSL was tuning into the stream for a little bit, trying to hear what I had to say. As they look like a completely different team in that game, too, than they did in Game 1. And again, with the Game 1s, most of the time, both teams are just filling each other out. And MSL has a formula that works, just keeping the pressure on Whitefish Bay. However, if you're Whitefish Bay, have to try to establish those passing plays over the middle of the field. I mean, we saw that redirect with Go Milbrew to give Whitefish Bay a goal. So they do have great plays in their arsenal. It's just MSL was able to adjust when needed, and they tied the series up at 1. So they have the momentum right now, but don't count out Whitefish Bay. Game 3 in a series that's tied 1-1. So at least for our first matchup, we won't have a 3-0. So that's nice for the record books. Tegneg shot over the middle, bar down, and it's in. Had to make sure he was there for the rebound, because sometimes when that ball is in the awkward position where you think it's going in, the opposing team might have just a frame or two to save it. However, Tegneg ensuring that does not happen. And the ball's in good hands as the channels his inner Allstate. That's a nice bump from Bobos. And the Hawks right back on the attack in response mode. However, it is rejected by Go Milbrew. And less dangerous position to put that ball, especially if you're carrying it as you're right behind the net, because if the enemy team reads you there, chances are they might get that goal. Bobos sending this one towards the left side. Emma, a great 50 slow roller. To be picked up by Go Milbrew. Bobos shot over Lupa. However, Tegneg coming into the equation out of nowhere as he gets bumped. Great clear from Bobos. Lupa, oh my goodness. What a gutsy clear that time. That was a little too close for comfort. But it was a smart strategy, though, to try and pin it away from the net in order to get it on your half. Then you can rebound it and launch it over to MSL's half. Once again, that's a center. Over nothing going for the Blue Dukes. Go Milbrew's pass to Tegneg. Can be a little fast. Be Tegneg's turn to go off the wall. If he doesn't get pumped. The Hawks are trying to find their way through brute physicality here. Lupa demo. Ball in center position. Go Milbrew trying to get a backwards goal here. Trying to audition for his best mater. However, Emma gets that save. 2:30 to go here. Plenty of time left for the Hawks to get something going to tie this up at 1, much like they did the series. Bobos shot over the middle, almost in off that left corner. Endless shot's no good. Emma's shot gets rejected from Lupa. Endless popping it to Emma, shoots it over the middle. Unfortunately, goes right in the palms of Tegneg. Oh, that's a wide open shot, and Endless takes it for the Hawks. It only took a little bit of time for the Hawks to pick apart that Blue Dukes defense, and they did so there. Lupa a little bit startled in that back line. Wasn't really sure if Endless was going to take that shot and go up the middle. However, he did. And those are the risks you got to take in Rocket League sometimes, especially in these 0-1 ball games. Lupa passing that to Tegneg, shooting it towards the right wall in Hawks territory. However, Bobos, oh, if he would have got the second touch, would have advanced it a little further. However, with 0 boost, you expect to have at least a little bit of boost to make those kind of hits. However, it just was not great timing for Bobos. However, he does have boost in this instance. Center, a little fast for Endless, though. That's a pop-up pass. Taking one for the team as well. I mean, this is a physical Rocket League matchup here. Both of these teams just trying to bump each other out of the way to create separation for goals here. And when you're in a 1-1 contest like this, less than a minute remaining, you know there's going to be a lot of physicality. Coming in, we knew both of these teams very, very solid in their own right. Oh, that shot is in for Endless. How did that go in? What? Bobos shooting an Endless redirect as I believe Go Milbrew tried to touch it to save it. However, Endless was there, right place, right time for the reverse goal. What is happening in this game one? Go Milbrew off the kickoff, putting it in to tie it at 2 with 34 seconds to go. What just happened in that last 20 seconds in this game? An amazing series so far to kick us off on the first ever triple header for WIHSEA Rocket League Match of the Week streams. Lupa centering it. Go Milbrew in position just off the crossbar. Tegneg rebound. His shot's off the crossbar. The MSL Hawks just look like they're in a potato sack race in that back line, trying to save it and then missing. Endless center over the middle. That's a save. Emma does have a rebound. Slight opening to get it in. That ball's still up. Bobos not able to hit it. And Whitefish Bay touching it down to OT for game number 3. Go Milbrew. Getting it past one. Lupa in position. Gonna swerve his way in there. Can't get it to go. Go Milbrew's turn. Great defense by Bobos. And Lupa trying to get it off Whitefish's side. Emma gets bumped out. It's Tegneg's turn here, going up in the air. He gets rejected by Endless. And speaking of Endless, it might feel like this game is going to go on for an endless duration here. It's both of these teams just fighting one another to get that one goal to take the series lead. It could determine how the rest of the series plays out. Bobos, a valiant effort for the save. I want over the middle of the field. Emma in position. She scores. Oh my goodness. MSL takes game 3. Wow. Talk about all 3 defenders in the vicinity. That's a Calvin Johnson moment right there for the MSL Hawks. 3 members defending the net, and Emma finding the angle, taking the lead in the series 2-1. And this series is far from over. Wow. And both teams showed their strength, and ultimately it just came down to MSL just being the gritty team that they are, taking risks when necessary. And, you know, you talk about the endless redirect when he reverses, you know, his car to put the ball in the net. You talk about Emma's overtime winning shot. I mean, all three members of MSL willing to take risks and willing to show us just how great of a Rocket League team they are. And, you know, if through general observation, if you look at that 3-2 record, you're going to think, oh, maybe they're not so good. But you got to take into account that, you know, this reschedule happened for week 4 really shifted things in the rankings. So MSL is really a diamond in the rough right now. So we'll see what happens here. Endless shot saved immediately by Whitefish Bay, and Whitefish Bay allowing 2 unanswered wins for MSL in this series. However, Tegne getting an opening kickoff goal. Just shifty maneuvers. Go Milbrew patrolling the area, making sure nobody touches his teammate as he swerves into MSL's net for the goal. Go Milbrew up in the air, trying to get that one at least centered for his team. Go Boss in the vicinity to make the clear. Tegne gonna slightly hit that. Didn't have the best angle at that. However, it's enough for Whitefish Bay to threaten MSL's half. Lupa's shot is in, and they finally capitalize on MSL being a little squeamish in the back line, trying to save the ball. And that's the mistake that Whitefish Bay made in Game 3. They were not able to capitalize on some of those instances, and that's what kept MSL in the game. And, you know, the cards were dealt how they were dealt. Not sure what happened there to my PC, but luckily we're still rolling here. Tegne with the demo. Go Milbrew shot. Almost in. Tegne going up. Can he put it in? Double tap. No. MSO lives to fight another day. That's center. Almost an endless going up. The bounce almost being enough to get a goal. However, Go Milbrew sticking with that one. Demo from Tegne. Whitefish Bay is looking to just even the series up and force a Game 5. Oh, they leave the net wide open for Endless. Oh, his name is Boost Bandit, and he used Boost there to get the goal. Just a great capitalization yet again from MSL. Just finding ways to stay in this match. But I mean, the favorite heading into this, Whitefish Bay, but MSL is definitely showing out on stream for their first varsity appearance. Tegne backing that one up. Lupa in position. However, Boboss rejecting any plans of a pass. Endless has an opening again. However, it takes 2 members of the Blue Dukes to stop him in his tracks. Endless popping that one up for Emma. The bounce almost good enough to get past Lupa. However, a well-read. Lupa has full control of the ball, trying to pinch it. Get a center, however, that's not going to work. Roughly 2 minutes to go here. Lupa, oh, tried to read that slow roller off the bottom of the wall. MSL a little bit clumped up on the defensive line again. Have to get those issues cleaned up before Whitefish Bay takes advantage of it again. Go Milbrew center. However, Boboss going to make the clear. That's a wide open net for Emma's shot. Go Milbrew there for the save. That was a close call. Emma there, the catch. Oh, go Milbrew, aggressive. And that's what I was talking about before. I believe MSL was trying to carry it right when it was in front of their net before. And, you know, if you just sit there and let that happen, sometimes players like Go Milbrew are going to challenge that and get the goal. And that's exactly what happened. That could be a game-deciding goal. And immediately following that, Tegne gets a pool shot off the kickoff. And remember what I said about the third goal in this game about 5 seconds ago? Yeah, it aged like fine wine. 4-1. Whitefish Bay finally in a comfortable position. First time since game 1. They've been able to neutralize MSL throughout most of this game 4. Unless any extenuating circumstances happen. Oh my goodness! I may have spoken too soon there. All right, MSL is still in this. Still well in this. Emma to Endless over the middle of the field. Just a textbook passing play for a goal. 1:03 to go. And the Hawks just need 2 goals to tie this thing up at 4 for OT. However, the defense is just crumbling in this game as Go Milbrew taking advantage. Lupa gets a playmaker for this game. 3 assists. And he's really been fueling Whitefish Bay's journey into this game 4. After not winning a single game in the series since the first. And all Whitefish Bay needs to do here is play time because they know MSL is going to take the risks, and they do it there again. Boboss. They just won't give up. The only thing they need to really work on, per se, is the defense. I mean, without those, you know, miscommunications on defense with who's going to save the ball, MSL could really be in this game 4 and take the series right now. However, that isn't the case, at least for the moment. Boboss punt over the middle of the field. Go Milbrew. Really the safety blanket for this Blue Dukes defense. Without him, I mean, some of these bounces might just go in by themselves. Endless trying to put one in there with 10 seconds to go. However, that's saved by Tegneg. And Whitefish Bay forcing a game 5. And if there was ever a perfect day to have a 5-game series for match 1, it would be today, because we have a triple header today. We're going to be finishing the first match of the triple header with this game 5 upcoming between the Milwaukee School of Languages and Whitefish Bay Blue Dukes. We shall see if Whitefish Bay continues their momentum that they've regained, or will MSL clean their defensive rotations up and better their odds of taking this series. Because at this point, ladies and gentlemen, if you've been watching this entire series, this is anybody's game. We've seen the best of both of these teams. We've seen a little bit of, you know, inconsistency here or there. However, both of these teams have put on an outstanding match. And it all comes down to this. Game 5 of our first match starts now. Endless immediately with a demo on the Lupa. See if Whitefish Bay can get something going on the kickoff, and they do immediately go Milbrew. Just call him John Cena because he's a bad man. Look at that. Just twirling it around above any player from MSL. Goal within the first 10 for Whitefish Bay. Setting the tone for this game 5. Goal Milbrew. Oh, that one was almost in. Boss, though, a nice save. Lupa's shot. Saved again by Boss. I don't think Lupa was ready for that pass. Hawks have an opening here. Center. Endless was there. Oh. Little bit of miscommunication by the Hawks there. And the shot almost in. An acrobatic save from Lupa. Whitefish Bay needs to be on high alert. That ball gingerly sailing into MSL territory. However, Endless is going to be the one to clear it out. Tegneg wins the challenge that time. Boss in position. However, Whitefish Bay pushing up a little bit on the Hawks. Making sure they control the perimeter of the field. Cannot give this team any space if you're Whitefish Bay, because we've seen what they're capable of, the Hawks. Milbrew getting it over Boss. Keeping it alive for a pass. Lupa missing it. Tegneg, though, with the rebound. Juke. That's a save by Endless. Milbrew staying attached to the ball like a magnet on a refrigerator here. Milbrew, what is he going to try to do here? Tegneg, a pass over the middle of the field. A little bit awkward for Lupa. Pushing it back in his own territory. Endless with the demo on to Lupa. He's going to meet Milbrew, trying to get the ball away. Milbrew gets the pinch off the ground. Doesn't get the rebound shot, though. Two minutes and change to go. Boss. He's trying to get it past Milbrew. They haven't been able to unlock that gene in this game. Tegneg over the middle. It's not in. Emma with the save. Boss trying to streak that ball down the right side of the field, and it's just looking like Whitefish Bay is limiting the Hawks to what they can do on the offensive side, and that's exactly what you need to do when you're up just one goal. Just play time at this point. Couple saves there from the Hawks. Just trying to weaken that defensive line. Boss, that ball's going to streak. Almost in center position. A strong challenge from Milbrew. A little over a minute to go here. Milbrew shot. Oh my goodness, Lupa puts it in for the Blue Dukes. And just when they wanted to relieve all pressure, Lupa, I don't even know what you call that one. It looked like a double tap to me for sure. Off a pass from the left side. Whitefish Bay coming up clutch here. 1 minute to go for MSL. That's a demo from Emma. That one is going to go in for Tegneg. No one back for the Hawks. As Emma and Endless double committed there, and Boss missing the jump there. Try the pre-jump it, however, That didn't work out for him. And Whitefish Bay taking a 3-0 lead, 51 seconds to go. That might decide the series. And Whitefish Bay did not take their foot off the gas pedal. They wanted to regain the momentum. And they've kept it into this game 5. Emma with the demo. MSL trying to put up at least one to save some time. However, it's going to be a tall task to get all 3 with the mere 15 seconds to go here. Whitefish Bay just going to play time. And they'll move to 7-1 on the season. MSL dropped to 3-3, but do not discredit this Hawks team. They played their tails off today. Just their mistakes later in the game costed them. Whitefish Bay winning the series in our first match of the triple header for week 5. What a series indeed for both of these teams. I mean, if you ever wanted an appetizer for a triple header card, that one definitely takes the cake. And with that matchup ending, I will take a quick break, get the overlay and stuff set up for St. Croix versus Fox Valley. Grab a snack, grab a drink, stick around. We'll be back in a matter of minutes. Okay, I have returned. So, second match in the triple header will be St. Croix versus Fox Valley Lutheran. So, I already prefaced these notes before, but I'll do it again. So, to give you the rundown, St. Croix and Fox Valley both met each other last season in the Winter 2024 Division II Grand Final, where Fox Valley won 3-0 over the Panthers. The Panthers today are looking for revenge, while Fox Valley is looking to strengthen their credibility going into this winter 2025 season, as we're almost finished with the regular season, believe it or not. Time flies for sure, and we'll be thinking about playoffs within the next few weeks. And for Fox Valley, you know, they want to make it known that they are still a fierce competitor at the highest level possible. I mean, they're back-to-back champions in both winter 2023 and 24. So both of these teams have a lot to play for today. St. Croix trying to maintain their first place in Division II, while Fox Valley tries to get closer to first place. And with Whitefish Bay's win, they are now 7-1, so they are officially tied with Fox Valley again, but this time with record. So we will be getting St. Croix and Fox Valley in the lobby momentarily. We'll rock the default colors for this matchup as far as the in-game scoreboard goes, because Fox Valley requested to have default colors, so we will make it default for everybody. Just to make things more convenient. So look a little off as far as the scoreboard overlay goes, but that's all right. But yeah, what a series between Whitefish Bay and MSL. Flowers go to all 6 players that competed in this series. I mean, Whitefish Bay looked dominant in game 1, and then all of a sudden MSL just comes out of the gate swinging for the fences, and they win games 2 and 3. But then Whitefish Bay try to resurface the momentum. They end up regaining it, and they just ride off into the sunset with it and win game 4 and game 5. MSL, a really solid team, however, just came down to which team could play the cleaner defense, and the Blue Dukes took that victory. And although it's a minor detail in the gameplay with all the players, it's definitely one that determined the series. And we'll have Fox Valley versus St. Croix. Last time we saw Fox Valley, they barely lost to the Martin Luther Spartans 3-2. And in game 5, it just came down to the Spartans having a better defense in that instance. And Fox Valley out for credibility, and St. Croix out for revenge against the team they lost to in last season's playoffs. And not just any playoffs. The Grand Championship for Division II. All right, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 2. Right on time at 4:45. St. Croix in the blue, Fox Valley in the orange. St. Croix immediately winning the kickoff to start us out. Cactus a 50 to start us off, and that's a goal. Wow. Dalo on the short end of the stick that time. He grabbed the boost, however, just gets the ball 50 off of him. That's unfortunate if you're the Panthers, as Fox Valley has momentum early on here. Curl's going up. Can't put it through. Dalo making the great save. Wild's going to have to back out. Did not get that boost. JMSN and Cactus cancellation demo on the board for what it's worth. Curl's driving this one. for JMSN making the play for St. Croix. I'm sure Johnny Wishbone's lurking around somewhere. Lutz and Bills, more like kibbles and bits, but different, as they say in the island of St. Croix. That's a say by Curls. Dalo with the demo on the cactus. St. Croix easing in here after allowing that initial 50 to go in. JMSN with the demo. Onto Wild. Cactus. Shot towards the middle. For JMSN is going to read that perfectly. Wild passing at the Curls. Dalo on 0 boost. Can't do much. Wild shot. Nearly in. However, it's saved by JMSN. I hasn't had much of an impact, but speaking of impacts, just domes Curls out of his way. JMSN trying to read that touch. Gets stopped short by Wild. High center to Dalo. Almost through. However, Fox Valley tightening up a little bit on defense. JMSN popping that one up. Nobody on the side of the Panthers ready for it. JMSN getting it past one. Curls, last line of defense for the Foxes. Gets it past one. Driving it towards the middle. Can't juke out Dalo. And High is going to put it in for the Panthers. And this time, Dalo gets a challenge of his own and is in good fortunes with the Rocket League gods as his teammate High is there to put it in. On the ensuing kickoff, St. Croix is trying to prevent Fox Valley from gaining more momentum. Oh, unfortunately, they can't stop it. Girls scoring for FVL, a great demo in that back line. I believe that was Cactus making that play. And that's just textbook Fox Valley Lutheran. Really is just an unstoppable force, meaning an immovable object. I said that exact same phrase for Mart Lutheran Fox Valley. I mean, it's interchangeable for this game. And this series is a series has so much meaning to what we could interpret about these teams heading into the playoffs and to finish the regular season. But we can say with great certainty that both of these teams are ultra competitive. Willing to put it all on the line. Dalo with the demo on the Curls. JMSN clearing that one before danger strikes. JMSN trying to keep that up for his teammate. High with the demo. You can't let Fox Valley Lutheran have too much space here. They're known for their aerial plays. Curls trying to put that through. Dalo, a great save. High intercepts a possible redirect. Great awareness. Dalo pops that one up. High's in the vicinity. Can't get the touch on it to make sure it goes through. Dalo with the center. High coming across the middle. Can't put it through. JMSN unsuccessful as well. Cactus. Oh my goodness, it's in for Curls. And Cactus was just trying to run block because that net was open. At least for the moment, Cactus was just trying to bait JMSN out of position. I mean, he didn't flinch, but he was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and Curls obtains that goal for the Foxes. They're up 3-1, 20 seconds to go in game one. Make that 4-1. Curls, hat trick. Just one of those unfortunate touches off the kickoff. He rebounded off the wall, and you expect one of your teammates to be there to make it clear. And unfortunately for the Panthers right there, that did not happen. JMSN pass to high, and it's in. 6 seconds to goal. I mean, 3 seconds per goal is possible. Could be added momentum for game two, if you think of it that way. Always got to have that glass half full perspective if you're down in game one. And you look to improve for game two and try to figure out how to play the rest of the series. This one's still up. That's not going to fall for Fox Valley at the last second as they take game one 4-2. Obviously, the tone setter for this game to kick us off was that epic pinch / 50, whatever you want to call it, between Cactus and Dalo that favored Cactus quite literally, is no one was able to get back for St. Croix. I mean, nobody expects that to happen. So one of those 1 in a million plays for Fox Valley. However, they did build off of that momentum and they kept it. As St. Croix got some goals late in that one. High off the kickoff, trying to put it center. Dalo was in the vicinity for JMSN's shot. However, a save by Curls. And once Fox Valley plays with momentum, they are very hard to stop. Goes to show why they are back-to-back champions. And for St. Croix, a newer team, they're going to need to overcome their adversary sooner or later here. Will today be the day for the Panthers? High, putting it in to start us off for game two. Dalo getting beat up every which way. However, puts just enough mustard on the ball to pass it to High. And another goal for High. 2 for 2 on shots. It's in about 40 seconds of this game too, and now St. Croix having a little bit of momentum their way. See if they can make it 3 off the kickoff. Not looking likely here. High misinterprets the pre-jump. Cactus' shot almost through that. Little pass from Curls to Cactus. It's simple, but it's very effective, especially for their style of game. Cactus shot in. Oh, wow. Talk about threading the needle. Wasn't easy to find the pay dirt that time, but just flicks it on over JMSN, and a hard shot to make for sure. Looks very simple to pull off, but definitely very hard to orchestrate. Curls gets bumped on the initial kickoff, preventing another possible goal for the Foxes. High lives up to his username as he goes for the ball. Ball's popped up. Dalo floating that one. None of his teammates in the vicinity. Trying to stay on Cactus. Maybe bump him out of position. High trying to center that one. Not going to go through. It's an open net on the side of St. Croix. However, High gets back in time. Cactus with a bump. JMSN in a one-on-one situation. Curls. Gets the save. High with 0 boost. Getting a center. However, Fox Valley streaking it down towards the Panthers' half. Rose going to grab the middle boost. This man is very dangerous with boost. We've seen him do tremendous things throughout his career as a WIHSEA Rocket League player. And forgot to mention all 3 members of Fox Valley Lutheran are seniors. This is their last season of competitive Rocket League for WIHSEA before they graduate. They definitely want to end it on a high note with a 3-peat. However, it's going to be a long road to make that happen. Al gets it past Dalo, but Dalo's still in position. However, Fox Valley not able to get a goal in that instance. Minute 35 to go. That's a pass. Still up in the air. Curls. Rebound shot is good. Curls had just enough time before High jumped to try and go for the ball. And that just goes to the fast-paced, tenacious nature of Fox Valley. That's a pass to High, and Dalo and Cactus both fake each other out. Cactus gains control of the ball, where JMSN knocks it out. High still again, just trying to fit it in there. For Wild makes the save. Cactus going on up with 0 boost. Curls in the vicinity. Got the backup. Dalo shot over the middle. Almost the bar down. High shot going to be saved. A double commit from Fox Valley. Wild trying to get a good touch. Dalo on 0 boost. Passing it down to High. Flicks it up in the air. JMSN nearly in. Dalo's there. Wow, what a strong defensive stand from the Foxes. It could have went in at least 3 times there. Demo from Curls. I agree, Wi-Fi. This is a fun stream day. Dalo in position, scores for St. Croix at the last possible seconds. Wow. Great pass from JMSN. Dalo gets the goal. High is just playing the patrol role, just making sure nobody gets to the ball. The ball still up in the air. However, it drops St. Croix, tying the series up at 1, and oh boy, could be in for another heater of a series as St. Croix takes game 2. And that time, it really just came down to the clutch moments. And when the team needed him the most, Dalo clutched up. That was the difference. He was the difference maker, excuse me, in game 2. But we'll see how game 3 shakes up. St. Croix off the kickoff looking for a goal. However, they won't get it. Demo from Dalo. Nice 50 from Cactus. Curls just lurking on that right side while trying to shoot it through the middle. Over it gets clogged. JMSN with a save. Cactus doing all he can to throw off St. Croix in their attempt to clear it from their side. Demo from Curls, and that opens things up for Fox Valley. However, they're on their heels despite that demo. JMSN almost fitting one through. That's a save from Curls. Curls going up in the air, reads the bounce. Oh, it was almost in. Heads up play by JMSN, who's had a number of saves across this series so far. That's a pass from high to Dalo again, a la what we just saw. Excuse me, it wasn't Dalo, it was JMSN, but a la to what we just saw to end game 2. Circa 1 game ago, I guess. I don't know. But nonetheless, St. Croix gets an early goal here inside 4 minutes. Curls trying to pass that down the Cactus. That does not work out for them. Curls deflecting Dalo's challenge attempt. St. Croix keeping it on the Fox's side, at least for the moment. Nice save from Curls. Cactus turning around. Trying to be unpredictable with the ball. However, it looks like the Panthers have a play sheet for any type of thing Fox Valley wants to run. Just have counterattacks in their arsenal here. I mean, they have the 1-goal lead. I know Fox Valley is more than capable of evening this up, but it's up to St. Croix to do fantastic work on the defensive side. However, Fox Valley is going to find an opening, and they're going to tie it up. JMSN misreading where the ball was off that wall. Sometimes, you know, the ball kind of peels away from that side wall near the net, and unfortunately, I believe that's what happened for JMSN. Just mistimed it. Leads to a Fox Valley goal. Dalo gonna have more than enough time to get it off his side. Gets it past Cactus. Cactus has just been the main distraction act for Fox Valley to try and, you know, deter St. Croix's defense, and it almost worked out there. His wild shot almost in, but Dalo making the play for his team. Curls and Cactus double committing. Pressure's on Wild. However, Curls gets back just in time. It's 3 saves for game 3. I went online to go in. However, it was too slow as Dalo makes the play. And ladies and gentlemen, if we ever wanted a great stream, we are getting it right now with the Winter 2025 WIHSEA Week 5 doubleheader, or a doubleheader for Week 5, and the Week 4 game making it a tripleheader. It's Curls, a little bit of a solo play, almost getting it in. That's a save though from JMSN. Way to chase down Curls, almost like DK Metcalf chasing down Buda Baker, or was it 4 years ago in that Cardinals Seahawks game on Sunday night. However, oh, is that in? No, it's not. So we see that same type of maneuver done. This time, Dalo chasing down the ball. My goodness, St. Croix pouring their hearts out in this game 3. I mean, as Terrell Owens once said, you get your popcorn ready, and I'm sure most of the people watching this have imaginary popcorn in their hands, or maybe some people actually have popcorn in their hands watching the stream. As this has been incredible. I mean, who knew Mother Nature was capable of creating such greatness like this? Curls with the save. See what Dalo can do here. 0 seconds to go. That ball's still up. Can St. Croix put it in? JSMN almost did. Oh, I almost jumped 20 feet from my chair. And we're in overtime here. Game 3. JSMN trying to float that one over the middle. Can't seem to do it. One's a centered ball. Cactus regaining control of the ball. Curls in the vicinity. Pass sailing too wide to the left for him. JMSN to high. Misreads that touch. Wild bumps JMSN out of position. That also repositions where the ball is going to be. Curls! Oh, that was almost in. Dalo with the save. This is cinema, ladies and gentlemen. And this is only game 3 of the series. JMSN with the demo. Another demo. Just trying to make sure Fox Valley can't do anything. Both these teams know that this game 3 is very important. Wild, open lane. Can he fit it through? No, he can't. JMSN with another save. Wild mistouch. Fox Valley's doing everything they can to get it off their half. It's still well in play for St. Croix. Dalo, can he be the hero again? No. Not all heroes wear capes, as they say. Dalo could have been the hero again for the Panthers. High with the demo. Curls with the demo. This is just like Matrix level stuff we're seeing in Rocket League here. It's 2 supercomputers just battling each other here. Curls with the save. We're over 2 minutes into this OT for game 3. They could go on for hours at this point. Dalo with the bicycle hit there, trying to pass it off to his teammate. Can't do it. Cactus trying to split that between 2 defenders. Can't do it. We're about to hit the 3-minute mark in OT. This is insane demo by Dalo. High with the demo. That one too slow for Fox Valley. Cactus to center, but Dalo. What a pinch. Curls open lane. Oh, almost in. My goodness. Dalo, an amazing save. JMSN flip resets twice, and he puts it in for St. Croix to win game 3. Or he flipped reset once. Excuse me. It looked like he did it twice. I don't know. Maybe just heat of the moment. But nonetheless, though, job gets done for St. Croix as they win game 3 to take the lead in the series for the first time. And that was only game 3. That lasted about 7.5 minutes. Wow. Unbelievable stuff right there from both of these teams. And we're going to see what Game 4 has in store, because if St. Croix takes Game 4, they walk out of here with the win. Fox Valley is going to have to force a Game 5. And again, in these close encounters, their endurance really being tested, and Fox Valley went to war with Martin Luther. They barely lost that one. We'll have to see if they're on the receiving end of another heartbreaking regular season match finish here. However, this one far from over. Dalo's shot gonna be saved. Fox Valley a little clumped up on that defensive line. Dalo popping it out towards that left side of the field. However, Fox Valley vigilant in what they want to do with the ball here. They know it's do or die time. Slow roller. Oh, no. Almost an accidental own goal. They block off Curls from making the rebound shot. If we know a team that capitalizes on the opposing team's mistakes, it's Fox Valley Lutheran. And considering St. Croix just did that, I mean, that's definitely a head turner for sure, but that might come into play later on in this game. Cactus going up. Let's see what he can do. Although with the pass, High not in position. Carlos to Cactus over the middle, intercepted by Dalo. Dalo shooting that one towards JMSN, who reads it. Dalo looking to follow it up, however, can't make it happen. If you're St. Croix, you don't want to get too overzealous on the offensive pushes, because if you get too cute, Fox Valley is going to take advantage. Save from Wild. High threatening the score. That's a save from Cactus. Collaborative effort needed for Fox Valley here. They want to continue this series. Curls over the middle, drives it right in. Curls has been quiet ever since the tail end of Game 3. Gets his name on the scoreboard and gets a goal for himself. 2:11 to go here. In a pivotal game that Fox Valley needs to keep this series going. Curls again! Right off of the kickoff. Make that 2. For the trusty captain of the Foxes. Exactly 2 to play in regulation, if so be it. High off the kickoff. Not going to get the goal. Cactus, way to be there. A great save. Dalo, a demo onto Wild. Opening up that back line. However, Wild does respawn just quick enough to prevent a goal. Dalo putting the ball, in a position where Curls can't get it. Double commit on the save. Curls follows that up beautifully. Curls with the pass. Oh, a double pass. Not sure Cactus expected Wild to hit that. JMSN the last line of defense, at least for now. High with the demo. give the Panthers some breathing room here to rotate back. A nice bump by Dallo. Eye catching that one. Dallo has a wide open look, however, doesn't have boost to readjust himself. Cactus now putting that in Panther territory, almost sneaking one through. Dallo shot is in, and St. Croix still alive. The hopes of closing this one out in 4 are alive and well. The pass from high to Dallo, insane. "30 seconds to go. We know St. Croix clutch. Can they show it to us once more here?" Cactus putting it in for the Foxes. He has been battling all series long. His payoff, a goal in the most important game in the series for Fox Valley. High with the save. 10 seconds to go. Ladies and gentlemen, we're really about to get back-to-back 5-game series, excuse me, in one single stream. It only took a triple header for that to happen. But we have reached game 5 of the second matchup on the card, St. Croix versus Fox Valley. You can't write a better script than this. You really can't. I mean, this is just cinema all over. This is why the Wisconsin High School Esports Association should not be scoffed at. We have some of the best high school Rocket League teams, specifically in the state of Wisconsin. I mean, the 4 schools that we have seen so far on stream have played their hearts out. And, you know, unfortunately, within those 2 matches, only 2 teams can come away as winners. I wish all 4 could win. But unfortunately, it's not how it works here in Rocket League land. Game 5 of St. Croix versus Fox Valley Lutheran. Dallo pass to high. That'll be saved from Wild. Earls trying to find an angle, but High gets the save. Dallo with the bicycle hit on the ball. Cactus trying to score there. However, all 3 members of St. Croix back to defend. This one definitely a nail biter. The net's open, and Cactus takes advantage of it. And that's a goal for the Foxes. Heads up play from Cactus, keeping that ball horizontal and not going vertical with it. That's a mistake that some players do. You know, they try to force contact sometimes, but no. If you have an opening horizontally, you keep that ball going that way. And that's exactly what Cactus did there. High trying to calm the nerves of his team here. Just trying to slowly roll this one. Great defense from Wild. Pearls popping that one up. Center position, Wild getting the goal. And in a series where we may have been a little skeptical of Fox Valley as far as their resume this season, they are showing us that they are still the reigning defending undisputed back-to-back champions of WIHSEA Rocket League in Division 2 and 3 respectively. As they were in Division 3 for Winter 2023. Oh, and Dallo responding back quickly as I speak for St. Croix. That's all about right place, right time, hand-eye coordination, for sure. As I said before, Fox Valley was in Division 3 2 seasons ago and moved up to Division 2 last season, and they're in Division 2 again. Ball's up high, trying to put it in. Our Curl's making the save. Dalo, a great challenge. This one is far from over, ladies and gentlemen. We still have about 3 minutes left in this series. Anything can happen. Dalo dancing around high, puts it in. We're tied at 2. And just like that, we are tied in Game 5. A little bit of deja vu, perhaps, for Fox Valley. See if St. Croix can keep the momentum up. That shot almost in for Dalo. That would have given them the lead. And if Game 1 didn't get you on the edge of your seat, this Game 2 between St. Croix and Fox Valley definitely gets you on your seat, gets you out of your seat, excuse me. It's both of the matchups so far today have been excellent. Wild with the save. High, just trying to fit it in. Can't get it to go through. Burrows with the save. High shot is not in. A save from Cactus. Burrows with the save. Cactus maintaining control of his car until Dalo bumped him from behind. Fox Valley just trying to stall time to get in their defensive positions. Direct pass to Cactus. Not going to net a goal. Ball rolls into Panther territory, at least for now. Wild and Cactus trying to just put some pressure. Over that won't work. Curls. Oh my goodness! He fakes out the defender, and Fox Valley gets the goal. That's insane. Oh my goodness. Curls, a once in a lifetime player. Wow. Unbelievable. Curls and Dalo getting a cancellation demo. We're down to 50 seconds left here. Can St. Croix tie this up? High had it opening. Cactus with the save, using brute force to his leisure. Curls, what a turn on that ball. That was almost a goal. And that one is not going to be in either. High with the save. Cactus and Dalo both demoing each other. It's a 2v2 for a couple seconds. Dalo against Cactus. Cactus with the save. Oh my goodness, it's coming down to the wire here for St. Croix. Can they tie it up and send it to overtime? Cactus making the big play. JMSN keeping it up. Dalo, it's just short, and Fox Valley's gonna win the series. Are you kidding me? Wow. A game of inches, as they say in another sport. It comes into fruition in Rocket League. Fox Valley taking the series 3-2 against St. Croix, and they get a big time win against St. Croix. St. Croix falling to 8-1, while Fox Valley advances to 8. Unbelievable. Alrighty, so since that matchup has now ended, I will take a little bit longer of a break to make sure I have a bathroom break and get more water and such, but we'll be back in, I would say, about 5 to 6 minutes, maybe a little bit longer, till we get Mukwonago versus Chippewa Falls. But stick around, ladies and gentlemen. I will be back shortly. All right, so ladies and gentlemen, I have returned, and we have our third and final match of today's historic triple header. We have Chippewa Falls taking on Mukwonago, a Varsity Week 4 rescheduled match. So on the side of Chippewa, we will have I Got Scuff Mex, we will have Crazy Flicks, and Mr. XZ. I have their other player Liam listed. He will not be playing. There was a substitution change while everything else was happening. Chippewa Falls comes in as the reigning Division 1 champion for WIHSEA Rocket League, taking on number 1 Middleton. So far in the regular season, they have done some damage for sure. I know it says on the spreadsheet they are 4-2, but they have completed 2 of their games today, so they are now 6-2. Those wins coming against New Richmond 3-0, or against New Richmond 3-0, and then Chippewa Falls 3-0. So they put them up at a 20-7 game record. They have shot up in the rankings as well. A lot of things happening at one time here, and then they play Mukwonago today in one of their makeups, and they have to play Horlick later on. Not sure when that match is going to be played. Then on the side of Mukwonago, their players consist of Pablo Javiolito, Champion 3, Benja, who's a Champion 2, and Bronco, who's a Diamond 3. Mukwonago has also played 2 of their matches, and we'll take a look at what their record is. I believe they are 5-4 as of right now. Their results were a forfeit win against Bayport and a 3-0 loss against Sheboygan South. So that is what they are looking at. They had to forfeit their game against Waukesha South, and they have to play Chippewa today on stream to make up their last game. So we'll see where they stand. This matchup concludes. As far as a prediction for this one, I believe Chippewa Falls is going to take this one 3-1. I'm not sure if I did a prediction for Fox Valley and St. Croix. I think heading into the game, I think my prediction was Fox Valley in a close series, but I didn't think it was going to be as close as it was. I mean, St. Croix having momentum with a 9-0 record, I just didn't think it was likely for Fox Valley to really take that the distance the way that they did, considering how they played against Martin Luther, how they just let Martin Luther come back and win that series. However, though, I was proven wrong, and Fox Valley took that distance, and they actually won against St. Croix. So hats off to them. Hats off to St. Croix for a great match. And without further ado here, we're going to get both of the teams, Mukwonago and Chippewa Falls, into the lobby. And then once we are done with this matchup, we will look at the Leaguespot rankings, each of the 3 divisions. Just going to tinker around with the overlay real quick while we wait for the teams to join. But Mukwonago has been featured on stream previously. It was Varsity Week 1, if you remember back that far. They took on Waukesha West in a game where we didn't know exactly what Mukwonago was going to show us. They're known for their football program and other things around the high school. However, this is their first season in esports in general, especially for Rocket League. So they showed some great chemistry against Waukesha West, who is a playoff team in winter 2024. So with that experience under their belt, Mukwonago has had a solid run and even took Elkhorn to 5 games, as well as Chippewa Falls. So both of these teams are very competitive. Looks like Chippewa Falls have made their appearance. Do the lot. It looks like Mukwonago is in as well. So we'll be started shortly with our last matchup. As Mukwonago joins the lobby, game 1 of our final match of the Winter 2025 WIHSEA triple header for week number 5, a rescheduled week 4 match thanks to Mother Nature. Benja trying to float it over the middle immediately. You remember how great the Braves were at defending the ball against Waukesha West. They were down 2-0 in the first game and never let Waukesha West see their net again. So Mukwonago definitely looking for a win today. However, I got Scuffed Mex is going to throw that ball right in their net. And a little bit of a Mandalorian reference in that name tag for Scuffed. This is the way. Din Djarin would be pleased with this triple header right now. Javiolito off the kickoff, trying to put it center position for the Braves. We'll see what happens, and Crazy Flicks getting his shot at the ball. And speaking of Crazy Flicks, he is the only member on the team who was a part of last year's championship winning team, as both Herd Gunner and Keegan graduated from Chippewa Falls or left the Rocket League team. Not sure exactly what happened to both of them. I just assumed they were either seniors or they just wanted to go out on top, and you know, you can respect that either way you slice it. I mean, if you're a new team in your inaugural season doing that, I mean, we've seen that with Waukesha South, so Chippewa Falls is immortalized for sure. One of the top teams in Division 1 to look out for. That's a great save by Bronco. And Mukwonago is just, you know, testing the waters for WIHSEA Rocket League. This is their first season. So definitely going to have some growing pains in some areas, but you know, if their team is, you know, really young grade level wise, they'll have a few years to work it out. Crazy Flicks gets his second of the game. Scuff Mexa pass over to Crazy Flicks, and yeah, when you're going against a defending champ and you're Mukwonago in your first season, it's definitely going to be hard to adjust right out of the gate, unless if you have a team that's poised to be in highly competitive situations down the line. That's a demo from Scuffed on the Bronco. They're not letting Mukwonago have anything right now. Bronco with the demo on the Crazy Flicks. Well, popped up Bronco, almost getting it in. And just trying to force it through. Crazy Flicks up in the air. Great touch. Gets rejected by Javiolito, who tries to put the shot on net. He does. However, Scuffed makes the play for the Cardinals. Let's see what Benja can do here. We have crossed the 2-hour stream time for the triple header. This has been an amazing stream for sure. One of the best we've ever had, and that's one of the best shots I've ever seen from Chippewa Falls. I mean, I saw their dominance against Green Bay Southwest last season, first round of the playoffs, but my goodness, Crazy Flicks. That's why they call him Crazy Flicks. Even though he didn't necessarily flick the ball, but that was crazy. Less than 2 minutes ago, Chippewa Falls has had full control of this game. And Javiolito is going to be credited with that goal. This one that sneaks on through. That's a nice shot indeed for Javiolito. Going off the backside of his own net to make that play, and none of the Chippewa Falls members were able to catch it in time. And just trying to make a play off the wall. He's not able to. Javiolito gets demoed by Scuffed. Tries to float it for his teammate. That's an open net. Can Mukwonago capitalize on it? Javiolito trying to make the pass. Unfortunately, gets it pinched on the bottom part of the wall. And just centers at Javiolito in position, too slow to make the play. Doesn't have boost. Steals the boost, however. Gets demoed, losing about 67 boost. Because when you get demoed, you get respawned with 33. Javiolito trying to fake out Mr. XZ. However, that doesn't work. Flicks way to get back to her. Javiolito strikes gold again for the Braves. And an awkward touch from Crazy Flicks nets that goal for Javiolito. Scuffed popping that for his team. The Braves do have a slight chance to tie this one up. They just need goals, and they need goals fast. Benja fakes out one. Has limited boost. Drives it in! Wow! I did not think that was going to go through. I thought that was just going to be a kick-out pass, but no. Benja just goes full beast mode right there. Puts it in. And all of a sudden, it's a one-score game. 24 seconds to go. Until the kickoff happens and Crazy Flicks gets the score. And that might have been the nail in the coffin for game one. Cardinals preventing Mukwonago from pulling off any last-second heroics to tie it up in game one. We've seen some craziness happen on this stream already with both of the previous matches in week 5. Scuff going up in the air, maybe looking for a last-second buzzer beater. However, that ball gets knocked down. Chippewa Falls wins game 1. And Chippewa Falls dominated for about, I would say, 80% of that game 1 until Mukwonago found success later on with Javiolito and his deep shots. And Chippewa Falls just was not ready for that. You know, they were calm, cool, collected. They were just content with their lead, and you know, they let their foot off the gas pedal a little too soon, and it almost costed them. Benja's shot going to be saved. Let's see what Bronco can do. Maybe a double tap, perhaps. Almost hit it. Over at Chippewa Falls, great on defense. And the mindset for Chippewa Falls is to, you know, not rebuild their team, but, you know, sort of replenish their identity as a team. I mean, with new players, you can form so many different aspects of an identity. You know, obviously, you won't be the same team that you were winning the championship, unless if you put together a scheme that makes it possible yet again. I mean, we've seen teams do that. Granted, they do have consistency in their lineups, but if Chippewa Falls can win the championship again with the new roster, that's going to be impressive. I got Scuff Mex going up in the air, making a huge play for the Cardinals. Just gets it past Javiolito. Scuff Max keeping tempo in favor of Chippewa Falls here. I mean, at this point for a rescheduled match, you probably want this one to end as quickly as possible, as we are, you know, hitting into the uncharted territory, no man's land, if you will, in terms of, you know, matches being played due to this reschedule. Oh my goodness, Scuffed Mex putting it in for Chippewa Falls. That's a nice goal for Scuffed. All three members of Chippewa Falls committing for the ball that time. Just trying to play keep away from Mukwonago here. Scuffed Max, what a carry of the ball right there. This guy is a special player for sure. Again, like I said before, Chippewa Falls just looking to replenish the roster. My goodness, they are everywhere on the field. Reminds me of the exact team I commentated last season. Except Herd Gunner Keegan graduating, but opens up the door for Scuff Mex, Mr. XC, to play a great role in this team composition. You know, the main nucleus of the team in Crazy Flicks. With that previous championship and playoff experience, that's going to carry Chippewa Falls to the promised land. And for Mukwonago, they're just trying to get a goal. Chippewa Falls just limiting the opportunities for the Braves. Very scarce opportunities at that. That's a save from Scuff Mex, and Chippewa Falls has played some superior competition thus far this season in Case Walden and Elkhorn. They took Elkhorn to 5 games, losing 3-2, and when they played Case Walden, that was, you know, earlier in the season. This was week 1. They played both Case Walden and Elkhorn in the same week, so they got thrown to the Wolves immediately in week 1. Obviously, this is a different team than what was performed in week 1. Potentially, so Chippewa Falls is going to be a team to watch out for as we get closer to the playoffs for Division 1. When you look at Case Walden and Elkhorn, possibly the early favorites, but you can't count out Chippewa Falls and what they're putting on display as they travel towards their deeper portion of the season. They're just playing keep away with Mukwonago up to this point. Javiolito trying to pass it over to Benja. Can't get it to go through. Bronco mistouch, and it leads to a 4th goal for Chippewa Falls. And it just looks like the Cardinals are 2 steps ahead of what the Braves want to do. Again, with the new team, you're going to have some success. You're going to have some growing pains as well for Mukwonago, but, you know, they should not be disappointed right now. Got a feeling they're going to make a stronger effort in Game 3 to try and make this series a little interesting. Remember, Chippewa Falls is just showing to be a mighty team here. Benja, flip reset, fakes out all of Chippewa Falls. They fall like dominoes. Wow. Oh my goodness. The friendly BM as well from Scuff to his entire team, as all 3 of them just falling down like dominoes. And, you know, Mukwonago won't get shut out in these 2 games, despite Chippewa Falls controlling most of these games, and that's where Mukwonago has to attack if they want to come back in this series. Is they have to find a way to stop Chippewa Falls from dominating for most of the matchups here. And it goes in all facets of the game: offense, defense, and whatever else you want to count in. Benja, though, has an open lane. Crazy Flick, so in the vicinity. Crazy Flick's there to read that just in time. Scuff Mex and Mr. XC getting a couple demos to ensure that no crazy shenanigans will happen. Chippewa trying to keep that ball up, maybe for a last-second goal. Nope. It'll drop down. Chippewa Falls taking game 2. Chippewa Falls doing a great job of controlling this series. They only need to win one more game to advance to 7-2 on the season. And following the conclusion of final matchup at the triple header, we'll look at the league spot standings for divisions 1, 2, and 3. And I'll sign off from this historic stream. I mean, it's just absolutely incredible that something like this was put together, and you know, the match quality has been spectacular as well. Even if all the games won't be, you know, 5-game series per se, all 3 of these games I can comfortably say have been incredible in their own right. And this will be one to watch back on for the YouTube page when the VOD is uploaded, because this one is special. I mean, we're about 2 minutes into the stream, and oh my goodness, Mr. XC finally getting his name on the board as I talk about how long this stream has been going for and what great quality we have within this stream. Mr. XC threading the needle that time, putting it in for the Cardinals. And just shot almost in. Javiolito center over the middle. Read perfectly by Crazy Flicks. Mr. XC, another shot in there. Fitting it right through on that right side. Scuff Max with the save. Crazy Flicks gets the save as well. Mukwonago trying to get a goal here, but their backline is just being decimated by the Cardinals' offense. Excellent back from Javiolito really did not set the Braves up well to defend that. Chippewa Falls going up 3 yet again. 3:43 remaining in the series. Javiolito actually pinching that one backwards. Benja wins the 50, has an open lane, and he takes it, and that's a goal for the Braves. .322 to go. Mukwonago not dead just yet. However, they're going to have to stop the Titan that is Chippewa Falls here. During that week 1 stretch for Chippewa against Case Walden and Elkhorn, they did not have their star player, Crazy Flicks, who just scored right there as soon as I mentioned his name. So Chippewa Falls is looking to have Crazy Flicks on their starting lineup for the rest of the season to ensure that their best foot is going to be planted forward and that they can make their best chance to being back-to-back champions scuffed, putting the 5th one in for the Cardinals. .248 to play here, and Chippewa Falls has made this out of reach for the Braves. Oh my goodness, almost going for a 6th one. Mr. Eggsy's shot going to be saved by Bronco, and Mukwonago is one of those teams that's going to fight till the very end, no matter what the score is, and that is a major green light of this team, or a green flag, I should say, is their ability to just tough it out no matter what the score is. Definitely going to have a bright future in WIHSEA Rocket League. Crazy Flicks popping that one up, gets bumped by Bronco. See if Mukwonago can maybe put one more in there. Javiolito going to lead the charge this time for the Braves. Couple of bumps mixed in there. Scuffs gets a nice 50. Crazy Flicks an open lane, and that's going to be a save by Bronco. Mukwonago, a 5-5 record. Isn't exactly what you want, but it's not that shabby of a record. Especially for a newer team to esports in general. They've definitely given us some highlight reel plays, despite not getting many opportunities to score. Chippewa Falls' defense is just on another level right now, as well as their offense. They're clicking on all cylinders. They're a team to watch out for sure. In these last 40 seconds or so, we'll see which team scores again here. That's a pass. Crazy Flicks to Scuff. That's a save from Bronco. And he was doing a lot of that in their game against Waukesha West in week 1. He was a contributing factor to that win for them. And Sheboygan South is another tough team that Mukwonago had to go against. Unfortunately, they lost 3-0. But, you know, it just goes to show the newer schools in WIHSEA Rocket League are starting to find their footing, you know, earlier than expected. And that's great to see. Benja, another highlight reel play. Reading the bounce off the ceiling before the clock strikes 0. Got to give credit where it's due. He's in his suit and tie. He's going to leave it all on the floor tonight. And the ball drops. Chippewa Falls is going to win the series 3-0 against Mukwonago. Yeah, Mukwonago just getting these goals last minute. And, you know, when they were offered the opportunity to score, they took it. But hats off to Chippewa Falls for great defensive and offensive play. Mukwonago drops to 5-5, while Chippewa Falls advances to 7-2 on the season. So the triple header of matches has come to a conclusion. It's 6:02, so give me about a couple minutes for another short break, and we'll look at the Leaguespot standings. Stick around for just a little bit longer. I know it's long. I know it's been a long stream, but we're almost done. Okay, we are back. So we'll look at the Division 1 results. We'll look at the first round of matches for Week 5. Case Walden gets a win over Stevens Point. Sheboygan South gets a win over Cedarburg. That Mukwonago forfeit against Bayport happened. West De Pere getting a win over Appleton North. WIHSEA West getting a much-needed win against Brookfield Central. They've been losing a ton of close games recently. Orlick and Waukesha still in progress. RBA gets a win over Eau Claire North. Chippewa Falls got that 3-0 win against New Richmond. Maybe a surprising score to some people. Waukesha West versus Slinger. Waukesha West getting the win there. Elkhorn getting the win versus Kimberly. Hartford getting the win against Green Bay Southwest. Messon West getting a win against Appleton East. Go to round number 10 here. Otherwise known as the second round of matches for Week 5. Chippewa Falls gets the win against Kimberly. Case Walden beats Cedarburg. Sheboygan South beats Mukwonago. Waukesha gets another win against West De Pere this time. Brookfield Central beats Eau Claire North. New Richmond beats Waukesha South. RVA and Waukesha West go to 4 games. RVA takes it 3-1. Slinger 3-0 against Green Bay Southwest. Elkhorn 3-0 against Appleton East. Hartford Union 3-0 against Madison West. And here are the current standings for Division 1. So tied for first. Oh, actually, if you go by record, Case Walden is solely in first, 9-0 to RVA's 9-1 record. Elkhorn in third with 8-1, as well as Waukesha West. Hartford Union 7-2. New Richmond 7-2. Chippewa Falls will be 7-2. Sheboygan South 6-3. Slinger 6-3. Appleton East 5-3. WIHSEA West 5-4. Mukwonago 5-5. That's what we got for Division 1. Division 2. We had our first matchup of the day, Whitefish Bay versus MSL. Whitefish Bay winning that one 3-2. Ashland beating East Troy. Martin Luther getting a forfeit win. Vincent winning. Grafton, Port Washington, Wilmot, Fox Valley, St. Croix. For a second round of matches, Whitefish Bay with another win. Same with Martin Luther. Ashland, Beloit Turner gets a win. Port Washington, Grafton, Two Rivers, Fox Valley gets the game of inches win against St. Croix. And New London and Jefferson actually went all 5. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, and we'll look at the standings for Division 2. Nice look at that. St. Croix and Fox Valley both 9-1 records. Whitefish Bay 8-1 record. Port Washington 8-2. Martin Luther 7-0. Grafton 7-1. Wilmot 7-3. Ashland 6-4. Some of these records are just too close to call here. Hopefully there'll be some more differentiation as we get into these last 2 weeks of the season for week 6 and 7. And lastly, we'll take a look at Division 3. Deerfield 3-0 win. Couple of forfeit wins. Phillips getting a win. Mostly forfeits here. Pacelli, Williams Bay, Little Wolf, Brookfield Academy getting their wins. Deerfield goes 2-0 on the week. Watoma gets another one. Same with Barron. Waiwega Fremont gets Winnebago Lutheran. Couple more forfeit wins. Pacelli another 3-0. Brookfield Academy another 3-0. Williams Bay another win. So here are the standings. Williams Bay 10-1. Brookfield Academy 9-0, as well as Pacelli and Deerfield. Little Wolf now. Oh my goodness, there are so many teams that are 9-1, 9-2 in this. Oh my goodness, this is the most lopsided division I've ever seen. This is crazy. You got Brookfield, Pacelli, Deerfield, Little Wolf, Barron, Phillips, all 9-2. Wow. And reigning champ Valders is sitting at 5-4. That's crazy to see for sure. Might see a couple of these teams on next week's stream. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see if that happens. But that being said, that has been all for this historic triple header Winter 2025 WIHSEA Rocket League stream. I have been Anderson Sooner. Pleased to be here commentating all of this for you guys. I mean, I've had cough drops on standby. I've had water on standby. So the stamina is still great. Don't worry about that 2.5 hour stream. Absolutely immaculate. I've crossed over 120 total matches called for WIHSEA across all of the esports titles I've casted, and we're over 80 regular season games specifically for Rocket League. So the career just keeps on getting richer for me, and I couldn't do it for a better association than what I've got right here with everybody. So thank you once more for watching the stream. Tune in next week Tuesday for Varsity Week 6 doubleheader. But for now, have a